We were here for hours.
I mean, we did have to move the couch to put all this here.
And I actually fell asleep because of you doing all of this.
Well, I love shoes, and I can't wait to show everyone all these shoes.
It looks like a shoe store in here.
Just let me show them. Hi everyone. We know that everyone loves shoes.
So today we're going to see how many kicks that Ant has.
That we have.
And some of his favorites, including some heat.
Alright, well, you know, the shoe game is always changing. So we did fall into the Adidas hype. We got some Yeezys, some NMDs, some Ultraboosts.
We also have some Jordan Retros.
Yep, and we have some basketball shoes. So this collection is actually pretty special. We have a variety of shoes. So I'll show you some of the stuff that I love to ball in. Some Kobe's, LeBron, KD's. You know, back in the days, I couldn't afford these shoes. I would look at my friends, stare at their shoes, go down the street and just see random people on the street and look at their shoes. It wasn't until my first business that I was actually able to afford my first pair of J's.
And I was here for that too.
I worked really hard for all of this. The moment I was able to afford a pair of kicks, it kind of opened up a whole new passion for me.
More like an obsession.
I don't think so. Are you ready to see what's inside that vault?
I don't really know what's in that vault, but all I know is that we have a bunch of shoe boxes all over the house.
Bunch.
No, you do.
You do.
And the only reason why I have some is because he always gives into the hype.
I don't know who has more, you or me.
I'm pretty sure you do. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Alright, well let's go see what we got. Actually, before we go into the vault, I want to show you guys where all the shoes are. And
there's shoes everywhere. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about.
You know, I cleaned it up a bit. It used to be all over the house, but now it's just in designated areas. So I'll show you guys right now. The shoes that I wear every day, this is what I got on rotation. What I have is, you know, I got these cement 4s over here. And the funny thing is, with shoes that I have on rotation, I actually have these force fields. And I put it inside the shoe just so it doesn't crease. But they do tend to crease sometimes. But I do highly recommend getting force fields. And then another thing, what I do is, with these 4s, the paint actually cracks and chips here. So what I do is I put in some Dr. Scholl's gel pads. And I just swap them out every time, so when I do wear pairs of shoes, it takes me about 5 minutes to get them ready. So, as you can see, you know, I got some Oreo Ultra Boost, triple whites, triple blacks. I got some tricolor NMDs here. I got these duck camo NMDs, and actually some of my favorite stuff are these guys right here.
So this is my mini shoe collection. Look at this. Before Ed even shows you his shoe vault, he has shoe boxes outside of his closet.
They don't fit in a closet anymore.
I wonder why.
No, it's because we have a really small house and a really small closet. So if we had a bigger house and a bigger closet, it would be fine.
So you probably would need your own shoe closet.
No, a regular closet would be fine. This isn't a regular closet, it's a small closet. But let me show you what's inside my vault.
Look at that. He can't even open his door all the way because all of his shoe boxes are in the way.
I'm gonna move them.
Nothing but shoes in there. There's no clothes. I see.
There's clothes over here, and this side behind the wall. There's clothes down here. There's clothes back there.
I see maybe like one shirt.
There's clothes. Alright, let me bring everything out and I'll show you guys all of my kicks.
Oh yeah, this is gonna take a while.
So here's one of the shoe tips. These are silica gel packs. What this does is it actually absorbs all the moisture that's inside your closet. So you don't want your brand new unworn shoes or worn shoes to get yellow. You don't want the soles to get all yellow and old. You know, I always want my stuff to be nice and fresh. So I got 2 of these guys in my closet, and that actually helps out a lot.
this many pair of shoes.
Dude, it's not that many shoes. Dude, it didn't take us that long to put this out here.
We were here for hours.
I mean, we did have to move the couch to put all this here.
And I actually fell asleep because of you doing all of this.
Well, I love shoes, and I can't wait to show everyone all these shoes.
It looks like a shoe store in here.
Just let me show them. Alright, so this is our shoe collection. As you can see, everything is laid out. We got my kicks over here.
And this is my little collection right there.
It's not that small. This is actually a really good collection here. There's some good stuff.
Good amount of stuff.
Yeah.
Mostly ants.
Alright, so let me show you guys my favorites. Alright, let's start with the good stuff. I'm gonna start with the first pair of Yeezys that I've ever worn. And that's these guys right here. Pirate Blacks. These are actually one of my favorite Yeezys. They actually match with anything. And these were really hard to get, and I cherish these a lot. And one of the coolest things that I did on this was that I used the sole protectors. And I do this just because I don't want to ruin my Yeezys. I'm pretty anal about stuff. I like my foam nice and fresh and white. I don't want it to get yellow because over time, you know, they'll tend to get yellow. But these are actually really comfortable, and I love these. I know Wifey has a pair of these as well. These
are my favorite pair of Yeezys. Well, these are the only pairs that I've actually worn because of the hype, and I know how expensive they are, so I'm pretty scared to wear these kind of shoes. I like these because they're actually extremely comfortable, so I'll have to give you that, Kanye. And I also like that it says Yeezy right here. The material right here is just suede, so it feels kind of cool, but I do like the patterns of the shoes as well. And of course, we had to put the protective guard on the bottom because we don't want the foam to get yellow or we don't want it to get messed up. Thanks to Ant again, but...
I put a lot of work into that.
You did.
It's like an hour per shoe.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. So that's why I don't wear these as often because I try to keep it in good condition, but I would have to say that these are one of my most favorite pairs of shoes.
You should tell them what not to do when you're wearing those sole protectors.
Don't go hiking. Ant actually had to replace these because this is the second one that he put on. It was very hot, so I think the floor started melting, the protective layer. It started getting onto the foam, so you can kind of see that it got in there, but now we're trying to protect it again. These are
the Moon Rocks. I love the Moon Rocks. The 1.0 versions are actually my favorite line of Yeezys that's ever existed. I also have these guys right here. These are the Oxford Tans. As you can see, that's bay size right there. That's Wifey's collection.
I have these kind of shoes, but I also have a huge collection of work shoes and casual shoes, so I try to minimize myself with these. But I'm gonna first start off with my first ever expensive shoes. These are the Dunks. So these were the first pair of expensive shoes that I've ever gotten. Anne actually gave these to me. And I love these shoes because they're sporty, but also it has a wedge on the inside. So it gives me height because I'm pretty short. So it's sporty, but it's very girly at the same time. So I do like that, and it's really comfortable. And once I got these shoes, I think this was the gateway to the shoe game, and this is how everything started.
These are the version 2 Yeezys. I actually like these a lot. They have the solar red. They still have the foam. The difference between the version 2s and the version 1s, these are actually true to size, and these guys fit a lot smaller. So I'm an 8.5 in this guy, and I'm a size 9 in this guy. And those are actually my two sizes, 8.5 and 9. Everyone always has two sizes of shoes to wear. Make sure you guys know which one you are. I really like these guys a lot. These are the Oreo Yeezys. These are actually one of my favorite version 2s. I wear a lot of Ultraboost. You see there's the triple white that I wear a lot. I've yet to break in these Oreos. I think Ultraboost really changed the game. Those are my favorite shoes of all time. They're just really comfortable and it's pretty life-changing. So even these NMDs are pretty comfortable, but they kind of have this tab in the back that it's a little hard in the back, and it kind of scratches my heels sometimes, so I have to wear longer socks. But Ultraboost, you know, if you're ever looking for comfortable shoes, those are the ones to go for. But NMDs are always the best for the style.
These are the most recent pair of shoes that Ant got me. These are the NMDs Glitch. I do like the design. It is comfortable, and I like that the material is very stretchy and it's very breathable for you to wear. This is actually my favorite pair of the NMDs. I really like the color on this. It's very simple and it kind of goes with everything. I think it's pretty cool how the back is with this little label, and I like the blue with the black because it just makes it look really clean. I do like the laces. If it's in the sun, it kind of reflects and it's kind of shiny. These are shoes that I wasn't expecting to get, but I actually do like them a lot, and I probably wear these the most often.
Ooh, I actually really like these guys. These are my duck camo NMDs. I love anything that's camo, so these are really great. I love the design on here, if you see all that. And then also other comfortable shoes that I like to wear are the Nike Flyknit Racers. This is the multicolor. These are the Oreos, my two favorite ones. I just love these. This is all about style right here. Really comfortable. People actually run in those. Moving on to the ones. Before I get to the ones, these are the duck boot ones, and these are actually the best shoes ever. These are water resistance. It's good for the storm, mud, you know, the snow. So I actually really like these. Are slip resistance, and it just can't get messed up. I love these guys. And then moving on to the ones, let's see. What are my favorite ones, man? There's so many ones. You know, you got the shattered backboards here. Did you guys ever watch the Box of Lies on Just Kidding Party? This is the one that was in it. And yeah, that's my prop. The top threes are actually one of my favorites. I haven't worn these yet. A lot of my shoes are DS. A lot of them, some are worn a lot every day. These top threes, if you see, it has the royal ones, the black toes. These are the band ones and the fragments. So it has a little bit of every color in there from the top three Jordan 1s. If you don't know what these are, then you're not a sneakerhead. These guys right here are the first ever Jordan 1s that were banned. They're called the banned ones even though they don't have the recent band marks here, the X's. But these are the recent 2016s. When Jordan wore this in the NBA, they actually banned them. They didn't like the colors. They just, I don't know. Oh, spit on my shoe. They didn't like these colors and they banned him from wearing it. One of my favorite Jordan 1s are the first ever Jordans. These are the first ever Michael Jordan shoes. He wore these in 1985. They're called the Chicago 1s. This is, every sneakerhead should know this. And then I actually really like these guys right here. These are the Hair 1s. Hair 1s is, right here you see Bugs Bunny. It's from the movie Space Jam. So they created these, and I really like how it has that Bugs Bunny on there. Even on the back, it has the Jordan logo, and it says Hair on there.
Alright, so another pair of shoes that I really like are the Mellow ones. So I love this because of the colorways. I love the gold and I love the black. It's something that I can wear to work. We have casual Fridays, and this is something that's not too extreme. It's casual, but it kind of looks dressy at the same time, so that I love that. Some of the other shoes, like the Doran Beckers, I might not be able to wear because it might just be too colorful for work, but I love that I can wear these. These shoes fit pretty narrow, if you can see that. They're really narrow, so if you have wider feet, you should always go maybe half a size to a size up on these.
This is probably the Jordan 1s that make me sad the most. They're so nice, you know, it's gold and black, but they crease so much. And I just hate seeing creases. And actually, what I do for all the creases is, this was before I knew what to do with creases. They make force fields. They have these guys right here, and they go into the toe box of the shoes. And when you put it inside, it should not make the shoe crease. So I use these for every pair that I wear. I just switch them out instead of buying a bunch. What you have to do is you gotta make sure you go a half size up. So even though some shoes I'm 8.5, I'll buy a size 9 and I'll stick these in there and it'll fit right in. So it's nice and comfortable. These guys right here, these are the Pinnacle ones. These guys are, at retail, these guys are $400. I know they go for a lot. You know, they have the gold plate right there and all these little details. Look at that, MJ23. Even the wing right here is gold. One of the nicest things is actually inside the shoe. I don't know if you can get this. If you see inside the shoe, it has a quilted pattern. So that's actually pretty awesome. And it feels pretty good. Let's see. And of course, these guys right here, the Tiffany Dunks. These Tiffany Dunks are one of the nicest shoes to just keep looking at. It has the diamond right there. And I don't own any pairs of 2s, but we can move on to the Jordan 3s. And with the 3s is actually one of the first pairs I've ever worn. And Christina bought them for me and I wear them all the time. These are actually my beaters now. These are the Jordan 3s, Wolf Gray. And I love how it has the elephant print. And gray actually matches anything. You know, they're so beat that the shoelaces are about to break off. They're all creased up. But thank you for buying me these shoes. These 3s, these are one of the newest 3s. They still have the elephant prints, but the difference is with these guys, these are the true blue 3s. And they have the Nike emblem on the back, on the heel. And that's actually one of the details that everyone loves, is the Nike Air. So you see this one has a Jordan and this has the Nike Air.
These are the Tiffany 3s. These are probably one of the most casual shoes that I have, and the thing that I do like about this, well, the main reason why I like these shoes are because of the color, because it's like a Tiffany blue and that's my favorite color.
And then moving on to my favorite 4s. These guys are absolutely my favorite 4s. These are the snakeskin 4s, Pinnacle 4s. These guys run 400 retail as well. So you can see everything is snakeskin here. So on the inside, actually I have these guys right here, these silica gel packs. And I put these in every single pair of shoes that I own. What I do is every time I wear my shoes, I put these in there and I put a Ziploc bag around it and I suck the air out and I put it in the shoe box. And I keep it like that just to preserve the freshness and make sure nothing gets yellow. And that's just how I keep all my shoes. With things that are so expensive, you just don't want to mess them up. You see inside they have that quilted pattern again. And I really like that. And I really don't want this to start cracking, so I put those gel cushions inside as well. That's why it always takes me forever to put my shoes on. I gotta put the cushions on, force fields on, I gotta take it out of the bag. Yep. I'm one of those guys. Over here you got the Green Glow 4s. I got another pair of Pinnacles over there. These guys are actually really dope. I haven't worn these guys yet, but look at the detail on these Pinnacle 4s. They call them the Obsidians. Yeah, look at that. It's pretty awesome. You got the Cement 4s, Oreo 4s, Oreo 5s right here. These Oreo 5s. These are probably one of my all-time favorites. Oreo 5s is just look so clean. Another one of my 5s right here are the Supreme 5s. Right here they got the Supreme logo with the Jordan. It says Sup right there, Supreme 94. Got these guys right here. I actually like these guys a lot. These are the Camel 5s. And I haven't worn them yet. I don't know if I should, but I'll like to just keep these in the vault and see what happens. I love how shoes smell. They smell so good. These are the Carmine 6s. So the Retro 6s, first pair of championship shoes is the black infrared 6s. Me and wifey both had them and she outgrew hers. These guys are the Carmines. I love the Carmines. I love the color scheme. This colorway is probably one of the dopest colorways on the 6s. These maroon 6s, it's just, there's not much hype on these maroon 6s, but I love these shoes. I love the maroon on it and I love that Nike Air. Over here you have some 7s. Moving on, we got the Bordeaux 7s, Hair 7s. These are also from the movie Space Jam. This is what Jordan wore. We got these are recent shoes. These are the Undefeated 8s, also known as Take Flights. And these are pretty dope. This is my only pair of Retro 8s. And these straps come off. And it's pretty cool. There's so much to it. colorway scheme is pretty nice. Good job to Nike for doing this one.
So I guess I would say one of my most favorite pairs of shoes are the Durant Air Max Thea. I love these shoes because of the detail and because of the purpose behind these shoes. So these are one of my most favorite pairs of shoes because of the reason behind everything. There's a lot of meaning to it. These Durant they're usually designed because Nike partnered up with the Durant Children's Hospital. So they let patients just design their own shoes, and they all have their own health conditions that they have, and they're all really young. Addie Peterson, she was 15 when she made these shoes, and she has lung disease and cystic fibrosis. So I love the details on this because of the lace on the shoes, which is pretty cool. And it actually has her name on it too, Addie Peterson. You see that? I like the Nike logo, it's nice and shiny. And one thing that I do like about these shoes is fight like a girl. It's pretty cool because no matter what she's going through, you know, she's fighting for her life. Another thing that I did like is this Just Breathe. And I'm really into music. I grew up being in the choir. I love singing, I love music, I love dancing. That's why I like these shoes as well, because it has little music notes there. And the cool thing about these shoes are, let me show you. So I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it has a picture of a dog on the inside. Which is pretty hilarious. The insoles is a violin. Woo! And of course, we have the silica gel to make sure that the soles don't turn yellow, thanks to Ant. But yeah, I like every single detail of these shoes.
Oh, I just noticed. Over here I have, these are probably the shoes that everyone sleeps on the most. These are the Jordan 1 lows. And the funny thing is that no one ever buys these shoes just because they're low tops, no hype. But for me, I love them because they're so comfortable. You know, these are casual shoes that I can wear all the time, and they look great, and it's lightweight. You know, it's not all bulky like the high tops. So I actually love the lows. Ooh, steel 10s. Steel 10s are my favorite. These are the steel 10s, and these are the double nickels. You see over here, it has all the details of his championships, you know, his rookie years. See, it has MVP, multiple MVPs, scoring points, all defense, dunk champ, scoring title. Look at that. Look at all these 63 points in 1986, rookie of the year in 85. These are the 2016 Space Jams with the 45 on the back. If you guys don't know what 45 is, that's when Jordan retired. He retired from the NBA and he played a little bit of baseball and he sucked at it. And then he came back and played basketball, and his number was 45 when he came back. But that was just for a little bit of time before he switched it back to 23. I like the packaging on the Space Jam, see if you can see that. There's Bugs Bunny's arms all twisted up in there. I'm pretty surprised how they went so high quality on these 7210s. These are the 7210s, and this leather quality is probably the best ever. These Bread 11s are probably the most iconic Jordans ever made. These are just when he ruled the NBA, and that's what he wears. Everyone wears these. Everyone has a pair of these Bread 11s. I think when they're used, you can still sell it for almost $300, and that's pretty crazy. But these Bread 11s never go out of style.
These shoes are very hype. I don't know if they're as hype as the Yeezys, or I mean, they were at one point.
They are, but those are low tops.
Usually the high tops are more hype, of course.
Because they're original.
Because they're original. Alright. So I'm still learning about all of this stuff from Ant, but I do like these shoes. They're comfortable for the most part, but I feel like these are shoes that I can't really wear for too long. Maybe because of the material.
You got the Cherry 11s, Championship 11s, closing ceremonies. These are actually one of my favorite 12s. If y'all don't know anything about Jordan, man, I keep saying all these little details. These Jordans, this is called the Flu Game 12s. I believe it was the playoff game. Jordan had a flu, and he still played, and they won. And you'll see in the commercials or any kind of Jordan clips, and you'll see him leaning on Scottie Pippen after because he had the flu.
Over Durant, yeah! They lead it! 38 points for the King! 88-85. Classic performance by the flu-ridden Michael Jordan.
During the flu, and they won. So these are called the Flu Game 12s. Kind of like how these guys are. These are the new styles, and it's the wool 12s. You see the quality. It's got the wool material. The only pair of 13s that I have, Chris Paul 13s. Right here, you see it has the Chris Paul logo, and with the baby blue. I think these are pretty awesome. It has a hologram 23. All the retros have that for 13s. So I think these are pretty awesome. Alright, I'm gonna try and reach over here real quick. Don't step on them. Alright. Okay, I actually like these guys a lot. These are the Air Max 95s, and these are my Nike IDs. I customized them myself. I made the camo. I made this gold here. I made this gold laces, and this right here, this tag. So I love these Air Maxes. The heel is brown as well, and I made the soles black. But wifey actually didn't like these too much, but I love these. I think these are one of my favorites. I'm really proud of how I customized these. So I love these Air Maxes. Let's see, moving on. I don't have too many casual shoes anymore because all I do are wear Jordans or Adidas. But these are actually one of my favorites. This was a souvenir from myself. We went to Japan with JK, and I got these in Japan at the Onitsuka store. So these are Onitsuka Tiger, and these are the Bruce Lees. If you look up close, here it has Bruce Lee emblem, the Bruce Lee logo. It's nice gold, sparkly. Inside it has more detail. It says 75 on it. These are actually what he wore, I believe, in the Game of Death. Right here, I love this. Right there's a Bruce Lee logo. One of my other favorite details on this shoe is it has a Bruce Lee signature on the shoelace tips. I think that's pretty cool.
And these two pair of shoes, I got these from Japan. I actually wasn't expecting to get any shoes. These are the Onitsuka Tiger Bruce Lee shoes. So I don't know if you can see Bruce Lee right there. You could probably see Ryu's fur all over these shoes. I actually like these shoes because of the design. I love the colorway. I love this blue with the black. Also with the white, it looks really clean. But I also love, let me get Ryu off there. I love the dragon pattern on these shoes. But yeah, these are just memories from Japan.
Moving on to basketball. I love basketball. I'm a basketball freak. I play basketball. I've played it my whole life. I watched basketball my whole life. Dad is the one that got me into all this. I could never afford any basketball shoes before, and when I played in high school, we had to do a lot of fundraising for basketball shoes, and we did it for like the Vince Carter shoes. One of my first ever pair of basketball Jordan shoes. I've only had one Jordan when I was a kid, and it's these guys right here, and they just remade these this year, and these are the Jumpman Pros. And back in the days when you buy these shoes, like, they were on Eastbay, and it comes in a magazine to your house, and the magazine would have all these retros, and I got these for $39.99 back in the days. I think they were over $100, and I would just wait for shoes to go, you know, to clearance for $30, and my parents bought these for me, and I wore these all the time when I played street ball, indoor ball, and I wore it so much that right here, the glue came apart and it ripped up, and I had to throw them away, so I was really sad about that. But when they retroed it this year, I really had to get them. So I think my dad still has his pair at home too.
Bless you.
Thank you. If you see, these are all my Kobe's. I think Kobe's are the best shoes to play in. I made these guys. I don't want to play in these. These are some Nike IDs. These are Kobe shoes that were from his last game. During his last game, what they did was, these are custom IDs, and you weren't able to do it until halftime. So at halftime, everyone had the hype, and they just went online and custom their own. It's pretty cool. They have all the statistics. You know, they have 24 for his jersey number. They have the dates. Oh, bless you.
Thank you.
So right here, it says November 1st, 96. You have all these special dates, 4, 13, 16. You know, that was his last day he played. So a lot of details in there. After the game, he scored 60 points on his final game. So I went back and bought another pair. And right here, I customized 60 Mamba. And you know, he scored 60 on 413 for his last game. I think the most comfortable shoes, these guys are here. These are the Kobe 8s. These are the Bruce Lee 8s. I actually have these Bruce Lees signatured by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and also Bruce Lee's daughter, Shannon Lee. The reason why I got it on these was because these were the only Bruce Lee Kobe's I could get my hands on. So I had them sign one of each shoe. I'm a big Bruce Lee fan. So over here you got another pair of Bruce Lee Kobe's. These are the Bruce Lee 11s. Right here you see the scar marks from Enter the Dragon. That's when he got all scratched up and he has those marks on his stomach. I like these a lot. These are actually pretty comfortable. They have a cushion right here on the heel, so when you ball, it's a nice tight fit. The traction though, the traction on these aren't as great as the 8s. I think the 8s have the best traction out of all the Kobe shoes. These right here are the Kobe 6s. These have scale marks on them. These are actually fade to black. Fade to black is when Kobe was retiring and they retroed every single Kobe shoe from 1 to 11, all the way from the Hyper Dunks to the 11s. They retroed every fade to black. It started off at a white color, it went from gray, and it went all the way to black. So these are the 6s, and I cherish these a lot. It was really hard to get a hold of. I know I say everything is my favorite, but my favorite are actually these guys right here. These are the high tops. All these right here. Even this. So this is the Brave Blues. These are the Gumbos. These Gumbos are actually really hot. These are the Kobe 9s. This sole is actually glow in the dark. So they glow in the dark, and it's even these shoelaces glow in the dark. So a lot of details with this. So the reason why they made these really high is because Kobe got hurt and he tore his Achilles in a game. And these right here are the stitches he got on his heels when he tore his Achilles. And actually, I think this is the best idea ever. Every time I play ball, this is what I wear. I don't wear anything else. I've learned, because even though I love the Kobe 8s a lot, and I think this is the best for speed, this is the best for my age, so I don't get hurt. I don't want to break any more ankles. I don't want to twist any more ankles. I think I've had over... I say I sprained each ankle definitely over 12 times each. I say maybe even over 15 times each. So now when I wear these guys, I don't have to be afraid of twisting my ankle or dislocating it. So this is what I wear every time. Traction is still good. I think one time I almost popped my ankle and it helped me just go back. So these saved my life. These are a lifesaver. Thank you, Kobe, for making these shoes.
Of course, because of all of these shoes, they're so nice. I do have my beater shoes for the gym. So I have the Oreos and I have the multicolor, and actually got me basketball shoes. I don't really play basketball, but I know these are the Kobe 8s.
Dude, I love the floral print on it.
And it's supposed to be like Lakers.
It's a Laker color floral print.
These are some pretty cool shoes. They're very unique. It has this autograph right there, and these were the stitches that you're talking about with the Achilles. So the only basketball shoes that I have.
One of my other favorites, I haven't worn these guys, I just kind of cherish it. These are the KD 6s. They're called What the KDs. It has all these different designs on them. You got these dots. These are actually glow in the dark as well. I don't know if this is, but I love this pattern. Kevin Durant shoes. Right here it has the KD logo. I love these a lot. So I keep them in plastic. You know, I don't want anything. I don't want these to go yellow. So one day they might be worth a lot. Maybe the day he wins a championship, probably, he probably wouldn't with Golden State, but maybe the day he wins a championship and he goes back to his home, they'll be worth a lot. But not if he wins it with Golden State. These guys are What the Lebrons. LeBron 11s. And I like these a lot. I love this part right here, the graffiti. I haven't worn them yet, but I do know that they're meant for powerful people. If you do a lot of aggressive work, that's what LeBron shoes are for. And I love all the details in here. Got his signature, all the colors. It's a really sick colorway. So I think that's about it. Low top Kobe's, it's all for speed. These guys, it's all for overall just safety and speed. With these guys, I can still change directions, and it's pretty good without getting hurt. So that's actually all from my collection. Something else that I need, you know, when I play basketball, I have really sweaty feet. So Christina bought me these guys right here. These are older balls, and I put them in my shoes because they stink. And I don't want to smell them because I can smell it right now, and it's not that good. So that was our shoe collection. We have a lot of kicks, but there's still some that I wish I had. I wish I had the Turtle Dove Yeezys, but I do have these guys that make up for it. So I got these Turtle Dove slippers. So thanks to everyone for watching our shoe collection. I hope you enjoyed every single pair that we have. I know we do.
We didn't know we had such a huge shoe collection until we actually started the video.
I really didn't think I had this much.
It took a lot of time and a lot of work for us to actually put all of this together.
Yeah.
So we hope that you really enjoyed this video because it took a lot of time, and
I know she's gonna make me get rid of a lot of these.
Oh yeah. Yep, now that I know how many pairs of shoes that he has, I think
no! Mama, no! Alright, well, if you guys liked our video, like, share, subscribe, and let us know what other videos, challenges you want us to do. Alright? Alright, thanks. Bye.